Day. All right, let's get to it. We'll start our trainer. Let's open up our shoulders. We'll start with a standing puppy dog. Standing puppy dog to start. Elbows nice and straight, hands overhead. Lean into it. Challenge your shoulders. And we're hanging out. We'll hang out for about 30 seconds. And we'll drop our hands down to chest tight. Take a step forward. Support yourself in your palms. Spread open your fingertips. Dabbing your chest wall a little bit. Go ahead and relax. We'll go to a half kneel position, hands up behind your back. Try and keep your arms close together. Lean into it, open up your chest, and get some nice shoulder extension. Go ahead and relax. We'll go baby makers when you guys are ready. Butt high, elbows back, pry open the hips, shimmy around, open up your squat. And down into a prayer squat, nice deep squat, big chest, neutral spine. And push-up position, pigeon. Knee to your chest, pull your back foot back. Relax into it. We'll get about a minute each side. Yeah. You guys have an air fryer? And we'll switch it up other side, pigeon pose. Go ahead and relax. Let's go seated. We'll get our windshield wipers. 5 each way on the windshield wipers. From there, we'll go supine. We'll get our straight leg high kicks. Just 5 on each side. And from there, we'll roll right into push-up position. We'll get our goat stretch. Just going for 1. And from there, you guys can hop up. We'll go through our normal arm series, arm hugs, long arm swings, Egyptians, 10 on each, 5 with each hand on top. We'll get our sunrise good mornings, 2 each way. From there, we'll go reverse lunge, so just a standing lunge backwards. Let's get 5 on each side. And we'll follow that up with our hand walks. We're going for 2. 2 on the hand walks, walk it out nice and far, follow it up with the toes, walk your hands back, or walk your feet back, follow it up with the hands. And from there, we will grab our skinny bands, get our shoulders going. Dislocates to start, 5 and 5. Five easy, 5 hard. From there, we'll go star pulls. So hands shoulder width, thumbs pointed towards each other. Always go to your fully recovered position. And then one hand pulls on top, one hand pulls on the bottom. We're going for 12 on each. Now you guys can head to your trainer. Trainer rows, one set, we'll go 12 reps. Nice and easy. Just finishing off our warm-up. Just going for 12. And then midline, boss man's, we're going 30 each side. Boss man's 30 on each side. Oh. Okay. I guess you can hop up. We have some unilateral work today, so some single leg work. Not real hard, like load-wise, but position-wise, this will be challenging. And pay attention to what I'm doing with my feet and the angles across my knees and hips and all that stuff. So some of these are going to be a little bit higher position, some will be a little bit lower. We're going to challenge yourself, but the goal here is to hit the depth that I'm asking you guys to hit. And obviously, you guys can assist yourself on the trainers as needed. We're going to start with just a lateral lunge. A lateral lunge is, first off, it's a step out and a drive back. All right, and that's going to be some good lateral loading when I actually drive myself back. The depth here is only 90 across the knee, but you got to push yourself to get there. Don't stay too high. If this is my knee joint, I don't want to stay excessively high because I'm not stressing my quads at all. Your opposite foot, and this will all tie together as you guys see this, your opposite foot stays rooted in the ground with your toe straight ahead. Reach out front, load up this leg just like you would on your squat, and we're driving ourselves backwards. Or back, not backwards, back to our starting position. So hands out front is very important because we're going to need that counterbalance. The foot that is rooted in position stays in the same spot. There's no moving of the toe. It doesn't go anywhere. It just stays in the same spot. All right. And this movement will be a step out and then a drive yourself back. And again, your goal is literally 90 across the knee. I want you guys hitting this depth. That's our goal on this. We're not loaded across the back. So if your back angle gets excessively far forward, that's actually totally fine here because there's no bag on us or anything like that. So take your time on these. I want you guys to go consecutive reps on the same side. We'll start with a set of 10. So 10 on the right and 10 on the left. So hit all reps on the right side and then hit all reps on the left side. I kind of want to watch this first set and I'll also be here for a demo in just a second. So go ahead and get started on this first set, you guys. We're going 10 on each side, consecutive reps. Challenge yourself with your depth, and make sure the foot that is locked into the ground stays there. It does not move whatsoever. That leg will go nice and straight as you reach out for your lunge step. I know a lot of cues and stuff, but hang with it. And this is good. This is some good lateral loading that we kind of miss in here because we don't have a whole bunch of room to move. So this is going to load up our knees in a different angle, in a different fashion. Good. Take your time, you guys. There's no rush on these. And again, find that depth. Not ass to grass or anything, but definitely a challenging position, about 90 degrees across the knee. Get your 10 on each side. Good. And like I said, not crazy challenging load-wise, but angle-wise, this is a good variation as far as knee health is concerned. Let's go to our trainer. We're going trainer pull aparts with the heavy eccentric. So heavy on the hands coming back together. About 5 to 10 seconds. Really worth to take your time there. First set will be 10. And then we'll actually hang out on the trainer, you guys, for some elbow extensions. We're going 12. Elbows stay locked in position. Challenge yourself with your angle. Take your time on those pull aparts. A long time there is totally fine because we have that heavy eccentric phase. 12 on the trainer elbow extensions. So not super hard movements to start, but we'll cycle through these 3 for a couple sets. Okay, so back to the lateral lunge. Give me one more second to just chat about another cue. When I squat, stable foot, flaring open the knee. When I do this lateral lunge, stable foot, flaring open the knee. Try and mimic your squat mechanics, even though it is a unilateral movement. All right, we're bumping it to 12. 12 on each side. Go consecutive. Stick with the consecutive reps here. 12 on the right side. 12 on the left side. We'll go back to the pull aparts when you guys are ready. Those will stay at 10 all the way through. Take your time as those hands come together. Fight as much as you can. And we will go into our elbow extensions. Let's bump this set up. We're gonna go 16 on the elbow extensions, and we'll cycle through this one more time. All right, last set, lateral lunge. I'm gonna bring it back down. We're just gonna go 10 on each side, final set here. Then we're gonna take this to a new range of motion after this set. So use this one, perfect it. We'll cycle through the remaining movements, and then we're gonna go into Cossack squats. So a much deeper lateral lunge. When you guys are ready, let's do it. Just 10. Push that range. Make sure you're getting your butt nice and low. Mimicking your squat depth. That's where the value is. Last set pull aparts, 10 reps. Final set of elbow extensions will be 20. Knock these out and then we'll move on. Pull aparts, take your time as those hands come together. Fight, fight, fight. Elbow extensions of 20. All right, guys, so next one, we're gonna play with this. This is a challenging movement. I just want to spice up our unilateral movements a little bit. If we have this in our back pocket as a movement we can use, super productive. We got to learn it. We got to make sure that we can be very stable in these positions. So it's a Cossack squat. The difference here between the lateral lunge and the Cossack squat, first off, it's a squat. So once my feet find their positions, they stay in that position. There's no stepping in and out. A lunge implies stepping forward, backward, side to side, something like that. From there, I'm going to go deep now. So my lateral lunge was very, very shallow. Cossack squat, I'm going to open up my opposite foot and I'm going to sink deep like I'm doing an actual squat. I'm literally sitting on top of myself, drive myself back up, hit the other side. So your opposite foot will open towards the ceiling, much deeper squat position. And to modify this, you could hang onto a band just so you have some type of counterbalance in front. That will make it dramatically easier. Or you can hang onto your trainer. Something out front will make this dramatically easier. But the goal here, you guys have done so much unilateral work, is to see if you can actually achieve this movement, obviously pain-free and feeling comfortable with the deep range of motion. But this basically implies you have really good hip mobility and you have some pretty high quality leg strength to get yourself all the way down there and all the way back up. So Cossack squats, you guys, first set, and this is gonna be up to you guys. Let's go 5 to 10 reps on each side and we'll go alternating sides. First set is 5 to 10. Make sure you guys open up that opposite foot towards the ceiling. If you only want to do 5 reps on each side, that's totally fine. If you want to go for it, do all 10 reps on each side. Assist with a trainer or a band as needed. And this should be a different experience. This should be different than the lunge that we just did. Dramatically deeper, pushing our hip range of motion, having something out front for a counterbalance, whether it's my arms, the trainer, a band, something can help me stay nice and upright. Make sure you guys are turning open your opposite foot. That's going to buy you some range of motion so you can sink down nice and deep. It's also just going to help you make it very, very one side dominant. 5 to 10 reps on each side. Let's see how they're looking, you guys. Nice. That's some good. Ann and Eddie, pretty good depth. I like it. Nice, Gail. When you guys are done with those, we'll get our Y set up. Let's go medium band, long, light band cut in half. Medium band, long, light band cut in half, and we're going to go at our mid anchor point. So we're going at our waist high anchor point. So this would be one of those complexes. When I say switch, we're going to go through 2 different movements. We have our pull aparts, our wide pull aparts, which we know. We do them all the time. And then we're going to do our high and wide rows. That will be elbows high and outside. This is where I want you guys to finish. Hands far apart, elbows nice and high. So pull aparts, we'll do a bunch. When I'm satisfied with how many we've done, I'll say switch. We'll go to the high and wide row, and we'll go back and forth for a minute, you guys. All right. High and wide, this should all be stressing your upper back. So we're starting with the pull aparts. I'll give you guys a second to make sure you have your bands set up. We're at our medium anchor point. Beautiful. Pull aparts in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Pump them out. Switch it up high and wide. Elbows high, hands are far apart. Pull aparts, switch. And switch high and wide. Three, two, one. That's time. Hopefully you guys got a nice burn. It's a nice contraction across your upper back post delts. We'll go single light band, and we'll do our single arm overhead elbow extension. This is, you guys know, this is one of my favorites because it's such a good range of motion. You guys can obviously choke up on the band as needed to make sure it's challenging. We're always going to go high volume here, so we're starting with 20. On each side. Band is on the opposite foot from which you're actually going overhead. That's just going to promote a little better angle, a little deeper pull. So let's go back to our Cossack squats, you guys. This is a wide stance. You guys play with your stance. Make sure when you do go down nice and deep, you can sit basically on top of your leg. If I go too wide, I'm going to miss my leg. My hip's going to come down too narrow. If I go too narrow, my hip wants to go excessively far. So play with your stance. Make sure basically the glute of the side that you're going to is right above your heel. That's your goal. All right, let's bump it up, you guys. The window will be 8 to 12 reps. So 8 on each side, up to 12 reps if you're feeling this movement and you want to do all 12. Let's do it. Alternating sides. Open your opposite foot. Assistance as needed. Find your depth. Throw your hands out front. Nice, Dan. Good job. It's a tough movement, you guys. You guys look good. And don't worry, for the lack of load and heart rate that we're getting right now, we're going to more than make up for it in the workout today. It's going to be a very challenging workout. So let's go back to our Y setup. We have pull aparts. We have high and wide rows. I'll tell you when to switch. All right, let's start with a high and wide, high and wide. We're going for 1 minute in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Elbows high and outside. Hands are the same width apart as your elbows. So your hands stay nice and wide as well. And pull aparts. Three, 2, 1. That's time. Whew. We'll use that light band for our single arm elbow extensions. Knock those out. We're going 20 on each side. So when you guys are done, we're going to sub out our last set of the Cossack squats for a anterior posterior, so forward to backwards movement. We're going to go forward to backwards lunge. These should not be real hard. I want you guys to accumulate 10 on each side. All right, I mean, probably do the same side all the way through, but 10 forward to backwards lunge on each side. That's going to basically prep us for our workout. And then we'll do one more on the pull apart series and then one more elbow extension and then workout time. So forward to backwards lunge. We have 10 reps on each side. Just want to prime this motion for our workout today. And back to your bands. Pull aparts high and wide. 1 minute. Small change on this set. When I say hold, whatever movement you're on, you're holding that peak range of motion. So either holding your pull apart peak range or holding your high and wide row peak range. Really contracting those post delts. 1 minute, I'll either say switch or hold. You guys can obviously check out what I'm doing if you get lost in the series at all. Pull aparts to start. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hold. High and wide row, switch it up. Hold. Elbows high and outside, hands stay high. Find a challenging position across your upper back. Pull aparts. And hold 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. That's time. Whew. All right. Skinny band, overhead, single arm elbow extensions. Let's knock it out. We'll get 10 on each. All right, you guys. So workout wise, first off, only 2 movements, and be smart with your selection for the first movement. So we're doing split squat jumps. We're doing very high volume. We've done 50s. We've done 60s. We're doing 100 today. 100 split squat jumps, right into 25 burpees. That's it. So potentially kind of on the shorter side, but 2 difficult movements, and we got to move to get it done. So split squat jumps, obviously you can adjust or you can modify on the trainer. We know that. Or you could go into a lunge step backwards. You can do what you got to do modification wise to make sure you have a movement that you like. So split squat jump in space is the best. Going to the trainer for assistance is totally fine. Doing a reverse lunge backwards, totally fine. We want to have control over our knee position and control over our knee touching the ground. Our knee should not be hammering the ground. 100 reps, 50 on each side, right into 25 burpees. I'll be jumping rope like I normally do on burpees because they just kind of tweak my shoulder a little bit. Pretty simple. Any questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll get to it. I do want to cap this workout, you guys, just in case someone's just taking a long time on the split squat jumps and they get into bad positions. I want to cut it off on the earlier side. So we're going to cap it at 7 minutes. We'll cap it at 7 minutes. And by all means, bring down the reps on the split squat jumps if you need to. So if you want to bring it down to 80 or 60, that's totally fine. If you want to go for it, try and do all 100. All right, so we know our modifications. Trainer, lunge step backwards. You can bring down the reps if you need to. We're doing 100 followed by 25 burpees and 7-minute cap. We will begin in 10 seconds. Take your time, break them up as needed. Control your back knee in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh. Twenty-five burpees. We're 4 minutes in. And Eddie, nice job. Finish it off, you guys. Nice, Janet. Good work, y'all. Almost done, Val. You guys can hop into a straddle when you're ready. Nice job, Val. Very good. Oh, yeah. Nice job, you guys. Good job on the range of motion movements. Nice job on a tough workout. We'll hit our straddle, then we'll be all done. Let's go left hand overhead to right. Right hand overhead to left. And back to the center. Get those elbows down. That's it. Go and relax. Nice job. Go work, you guys. We'll have Coach Eric tomorrow for a longer workout. I'll see you guys after the 4th. Everyone have a good 4th. We'll see you guys. Nice work, Gail. Ann and Eddie, awesome. See you, Janet. See you, Val.
Hey, Andrew, a quick question on those 100 split squats jumps. That was 50 per leg, right?
Yeah, you got it. You were on point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't want to do
Yes.
extra. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.